Yo, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing this morning? Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Share this stream out with your friends. Come hang out. The more the merrier. Started in just a minute. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 2nd Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today. Here we are once again for another episode of What If Episode 3. That's what we're going to be talking a little bit about today. But in case you guys don't know, it's also New Comic Book Wednesday. Make sure that you get out to your local comic book shop and check out some great books that are getting ready to hit the shelves of local comic book shops this week. And here we are again, like I said, in the multiverse, hanging out. We're going to have this little discussion here. Again, thank you all so much for being here. Now, if you didn't get a chance to check out What If Episode 3, you're probably not going to want to be here for right now, right? You're probably going to maybe, want to leave for a half hour and go watch the episode really quick, right? Yeah, go watch the episode. But if you did get a chance to watch it and you're going to be here hanging out, make sure that you hit the like button, make sure that you share it out with your friends, tell them to come hang out. And I also want to know from you down in the comments below, what did you think about this episode? Now, here in What If Episode 3, we get basically what if the Earth lost its mightiest heroes? Now, this is basically going off the premise of what if Nick Fury's big week went all haywire. In case you don't know, Nick Fury's big week is kind of what happened, all the events that happened through a lot of the Phase 1 films, when Ironman came out. And what do you call it? Anyway, when Ironman came out, when Thor's hammer was discovered, Mjolnir was there in the desert, and they went there, and there was the confrontation there with Thor. A lot of these things happened at the same time. The same time that Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, was sitting there having his altercation with Thaddeus Ross at that. I mean, just basically everything that these things that happened prior to the first Avengers movie. The first Avengers movie was kind of like after Nick Fury had his big week and everything came to fruition right there. Like that was kind of the end. I guess you could say that's the end of the week, if you will. They were kind of S.H.I.E.L.D. was running around putting out all kinds of little fires everywhere as things were culminating. And soon after that, in case you didn't see the first Captain America film, you see that Captain America came out of the ice right around the same time. So that's what we kind of we're getting here in this episode, is what if all of that didn't happen, or it did happen, but just the events went down a little bit different. I thought this episode was pretty good. Definitely worth checking out. Like a lot of this series. I mean, you either like it or you don't. I thought the animation in this one, again, I think it's just like the animation throughout this whole series. Like, it's okay at times. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I do feel like this episode gave us a whole lot of different kind of goodness out there than we got. Like where episode 1 seemed like it followed a lot of familiar steps. As far as what we got in the first couple of episodes, and there we go. Let me do that. That's probably a little bit better. In the first couple of episodes, it didn't seem like we got as much, or in like the first episode, it seemed like kind of a rehash of what we got in the first Captain America movie. And this one seemed like the second episode was a lot more. You know, it was a lot of stuff that was kind of different out there in the world. And this one was definitely kind of where the similar events just happened differently. I think this one was very good in what happened, especially like I said, all the just kind of altered events and exactly who was behind them, which is some interesting stuff we'll get onto a little bit later here in the show. I think the animation and the voice acting here matched a little bit better with the episode overall than episodes 1 and 2 did. And you know what? Lake Bell came in and actually did the voice of Black Widow. And you know what? I like Lake Bell. I like Lake Bell. Is she gonna play? Is she? Well, I guess she already is. And say, is she gonna play an alternate universe Natasha Romanoff? But hey, I guess she already is, right? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, altogether, like I said, so far the series has been pretty good just with what it's done. You know, it's been interesting. I know there's not a whole. It seems like there's not a whole lot of people out there talking about it and all. You know, the world is a buzz with talk about this show and everything. Maybe a lot of people don't realize that it's canon to the MCU. Maybe a whole lot of people just don't care that it is in the first place. It's really hard to say, kind of, you know, where you're at with it. Let me know down in the comments below. But altogether, I think it's been pretty good. Just like with most animation shows and even most TV shows, it's stuff I don't typically watch in the first place. But the fact that I like the MCU and just kind of what they're doing and seeing how they expand all of this stuff has been interesting. And watching that progression is something that I'm interested in. Whereas like a lot of the stuff, you know, like there's like the DC universe, that stuff they do on the WBCW. You know what I'm talking about. Like I'm just not interested. Even the Netflix Marvel stuff, we've talked about this 100 times. I'm just not that into it. Where these shows, like, you know, I'm into the MCU more, and seeing where they're going and how they're tying in is definitely something I've been enjoying seeing overall. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. We'll get down into the comments and say what's up to everybody, and then we will go ahead and get on with the rest of the show. We'll go ahead and get into some spoilers and stuff like that. So yeah, let me go ahead and get here into the chat. We'll see where we're at. All right, who all we got here? Who all we got here? All right. All right. All right. Let me get that all adjusted there for you. All right, guys. So let's see who all we've got here in the building. I've got my man Lord Vito in the chat. We've also got Kendall, aka Master Cunch. Guys, make sure that you go check out Normies to Nerds. There should be a link down in the description here. Go check out his channel. Really great dude. Good channel, Kendall. Doing a good job over there. You guys got to go check out his stuff. You got to go check out his stuff. You have to. If you don't, just go. Just go. Let's see. We've also got my man Will Morgan in the building. Oh, and guys, you know, something else I forgot to ask. What'd you guys think of that Spider-Man 3 trailer, right? That Spider-Man No Way Home? What'd you guys think about that? Did you guys, was it hyped? Did it get you hyped up, ready to see Spider-Man? You know what? Maybe they should have dropped that. Maybe they should have dropped that trailer before they dropped any of the other Shang-Chi trailers and any of the other Eternals trailers. Maybe they should just drop that and then everything else. Because, like, nobody, like, at this point, nobody gives a crap about Shang-Chi. Nobody gives a crap about the Eternals. Nobody cares about all these different stuff. You selfish son of a... You only care about the Spider-Man stuff now, don't you? Okay. We've got my man Romeo in the building as well. Star Wars Santa, how are you doing, my man? What is going on? Did you like it better than the last one? I sure did. I did like it better than the last one. We got my man Aggressively Relaxing in the building. Said in a multiverse, everything is canon. Absolutely. Yeah. Second was the best so far, says Romeo. All right. Kendall says he didn't like this episode. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. I hope the Marvel Zombies one picks up where the story left off in the comics, because that story sucks and it just started to get better. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's how it goes, Aglax. You know that the comics, you know, like it goes good over there, it goes crappy in the movies. It goes good here, like you know, just we just can't have our cake and eat it too, can we? Can we? I know, man, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Um, let's see. We've also got Proxy, my man. You know what? I was actually gonna message your ass the other day. I was actually gonna message your ass the other day. I was. See, notice that past tense was. Huh. Huh. Oh man, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nikki, how are you doing? Shang Hu? Eternals what? Yeah, exactly. Like Spider-Man just came in and sucked the air out of the room, and like they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. Definitely shouldn't have done that. Spider-Man is a possible entry for Sentry. Oh man, I see what you like that. I see what you did. I see what you did. I like what you anyway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, we'll get into that, Will Morgan. Trailer was fine. I won't see any more trailers until the movie comes out. I will watch them. No need to hype me up. There you go. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing too. Is like sometimes I get hype when I see trailers. Sometimes I don't. It's just kind of like just as long as the movie is good, that's what's important, really. Um. Oh, we've got Mike. Oh, the MCU rules Porter in the building. What is up? We also got Mr. Anderson. Damn, I tricked you. Nikki, how are you doing? I didn't care for the two movies even before their trailers dropped. Dang, man. Nikki's going hardcore. Nikki don't give. Yeah, Nikki don't care. She don't. She don't. She don't care. Oh man, what's that? I'm showing. I'm showing stuff over here. Yeah. Behind the scenes stuff is showing. What's up with that? What's up with that? Um, but anyway, guys, like getting into like spoilers here on the what if episode. I thought it was pretty cool, just kind of seeing how everything else went down. You know, the alternate version with Loki coming down. You know, he's there kind of to wage war, and then it ends up that ends up kind of working with Nick Fury here, and like I don't know, just because Nick Fury's big week is kind of what set off so many just so many things happened in during that time. Now, if you go back into the comics, they actually have comic books that are actually MCU canon tie-in stuff that happen prior or during this exact same time. So I don't know. I think it's just interesting kind of seeing everything going down here just a little bit differently than it did in the MCU. Seeing hearing a lot of the voice actors did come back as well, or a lot of the actors came back to voice the characters as well. Tom Hiddleston was in there. Lady Sif, you know, Jamie Alexander has obviously been on board with doing stuff with the MCU again. And I mean, like, really, the reason she didn't do like the last Thor movie and everything was because of scheduling conflicts with her. What was that? Was that other show she did? You know that? Yeah, that. So, I think it's just cool to see a lot of these people coming back. Like the Incredible Hulk thing is very interesting too. How they put some of that stuff in there. But I don't know. I always kind of find it interesting because like the Incredible Hulk, I almost feel like the movie The Incredible Hulk treats Ang Lee's Hulk like it's canon. You know, I kind of feel like it treats it like it's canon, but I don't know. That's just if you ask me. That's just if you ask me. Um, but other than that, everything else is cool. Like I wish like we got also Brock Rumlow coming back here as well. And even though what's his name that played him? Man, why can't I think of the actor's name that played Brock Rumlow? Dude, it was great. Frank Grillo. It was great seeing him. Even hearing him just kind of come back. Even though it was his voice, it almost didn't really sound like him either. It's almost like I'm used to seeing his face there when I hear his voice. You know, he's definitely one of them kind of guys. And plus, again, that's kind of the animation too. But it would be great. It would be absolutely great to see Frank Grillo come back into the MCU. I would love to see Frank because I think he's an awesome actor, and just even his character too, Crossbones. Like it would just be cool every time he's been in the MCU. Absolutely love it. It was cool seeing Loki come in with the casket of all winters as well. Just like kind of laying waste to like the armies and everything, like all that stuff, flexing the powers. it was pretty crazy. I thought it was I thought it was all very interesting. And then, of course, the biggest thing is this. I guarantee you, is Hank Pym, right? Because you see in this scenario, he's not just Ant-Man. He's actually Yellow Jacket in this case. Now, this is something that happened in the comics. He was Yellow Jacket as well. Very interesting seeing him there, being a little more sinister. This is definitely the Hank Pym. This is definitely the Hank Pym that slapped Janet. If aggressively relaxing is still here, he knows this is definitely that Hank Pym. This is definitely that same Hank Pym. The slap Janet. Definitely the same one. All right. But I thought that was kind of cool, seeing that it was actually Hank Pym coming in, that was being the villain here, and the bad guy. And it's like, I don't know, because how far is that from where he was at anyway? Like Hank was pretty, like he already didn't like Stark and the whole Shield thing and like all that. We've seen that in the beginning of Ant-Man in the first place, and so like, like he's kind of a suspect of all that stuff anyway. So it was just kind of interesting, just seeing this whole different Hank Pym, and then also you see that his daughter is dead as well. Hope is dead, and it kind of like I was wondering. I'm like, well, no, I guess her mother, because this was only the events that changed were like Fury's big week here. So as far as we know, right? As far as we know, so it makes like, if everything happened there that way, why is Hank Pym like that there as Yellow Jacket in that timeline? If this was just Fury's big week went bad, right? So that's like saying that at that time, back in like during the Battle of New York, in 2012 and all that stuff, when that was going down, the like Hank Pym had Yellow Jacket suit, and he was like, where did that what if start at, right? Where did this whole scenario start at? Because as far as I know, by the time we actually got the first Ant-Man, he wasn't there. He just didn't like Shield and just all of the stuff that they were doing there. Definitely not Stark. You never can trust a Stark. So it's very interesting, like, where does this what if a scenario actually start? And is that it with Hope when she died? I guess that's it, when Hope died. I guess that would be it. But I don't know, and I think that was kind of the cool thing of the episode. Was all this, because I mean, I guess that is what it is. It would be Hope, because that's where he decided to go ahead and intervene and throw a monkey wrench or a Yellow Jacket into Fury's plans. So yeah. See, as I was remembering the episode, it all started to come back. It was Hope. Yeah, man, interesting. Anyway, let's get back into the live chat. See what you all are saying here. You know what? I need to get my water. See that? I just pulled my water out of the multiverse. It's just out there floating around. Do you guys have your tickets to see Shang-Chi? Oh man, did I say that like some sort of white dude who works for a corporation that's culturally appropriating Chinese culture? Do you have your tickets for Shang-Chi? I'm kidding. I swear, I'm just kidding. But do you guys have your tickets? Got tickets for me and the kids. Got them all ready to go. Okay. Mike, the MCU Rules Porter says, I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man, but I'm looking forward to Shang-Chi and the Eternals. All right, yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to him. Like, I'm gonna go watch him. Like, I'm just not like, even the Spider-Man. Like I'm not like hyped for him. Just like, I'm just ready for it. Just like, let's get, like, just bring him on. Just bring him on. Just like all the other movies. Like, like I think the most hype I was for really ever been for a movie was Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, especially after Infinity War, you know, going into Endgame. I think that was probably like that shit, the hype after Infinity War is what prompted me to start a fucking channel, man. Getting ready for Endgame and all that, right? Like that's what made me start this whole shit, this whole see this? You see all this? Look what all we got here. You see this? See that? Look, look. All this right here, all these things, all these branching timelines and everything there. That's all because of the hype after Infinity War going to Endgame, right? Like that hype built this multiverse, right? That's that's where it started, man. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. Mr. Anderson says, I actually liked this episode, to be honest. Yeah, me too. I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, seeing all those different events go down, and definitely knowing that we got the Hank Pym that slapped it. Oh man, he said, this Hank Pym slapped the shit out of Janet. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, you're probably laughing your ass off right now. But you know that the Hank Pym in this scenario right here, he's the Hank Pym who's like he probably didn't even slap her like open hand. He probably backhanded her. He probably like, man, think about how this Hank Pym is, man. Like, vicious, right? Yeah, okay. Proxy likes too. If I hear Shang-Chi doesn't do well in the box office, they are moving back to the MCU slate. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the thing is, guys, is you need to make sure that you go see in the movie. Oh, I get. You know what? Man, it's weird. It's weird. It's like what they're doing with this movie is they're doing this weird thing where they're treating this movie just like we've treated movies for the past freaking 40 years or so at least, you know, maybe longer than that, where it's going to the movie theater and then after it does its run at the theater, what's going to happen is it's going to be coming on to like DVD and Blu-ray streaming after it does. Like, it's so weird, right? Like who would have thought? Who would have thought? Experiment. What's the experiment? Like, this is yeah. Just thinking, 6 months, all of you are going to have a favorite Eternal. Yeah, there you go, Aglax. He knows. Exclamation Aglax down in the chat. You can go subscribe to his channel. Yeah, he's the godfather of the Phantom Menaces. Proctor says, what if Spider-Man Shadow is a really good 5 comic issue run? Basically, what if Peter didn't want to take off the Venom suit? Yeah, you know, I think I got the first two issues of it, and I didn't get the rest. Like, I might read the trade. Maybe I'll pick it up. Like, maybe I'll just read it on Marvel Unlimited later. Yeah, it seemed all right. Yeah. And I think that's who wrote that one? I can't remember who was writing that one. Was that? No, it wasn't Zdarsky. Who was writing that one? Damn it. I've got it over there somewhere. It's in books I bought, but I don't know. Did I read the first two? I at least read the first one. Scarlett Johansson wasn't there. Yeah. What if the show never existed and we just stick with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there too, Nikki. It's all good. Loved the Clue murder mystery last night. Oh wait, what? What do you mean? Did I miss something? Like, oh dang it, the chat jumped on me. Loved the Clue murder mystery. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. for the episode, seeing that spider trailer reminded me of how hype. And thank you so much for being here, Obi-Wan. I just seen you enter the chat there. All right, yeah. But yeah, the murder mystery. Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, that Hank Pym, he backhanded. Nikki is Mrs. Negative now. Seeing that Spider trailer reminded me how hyped people get on just the movies. I'm starting to think they shouldn't do shows. It will be overkill. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's just that, like, Spider-Man is just like their biggest thing. Like, there's no like. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, Spider-Man is their flagship character. You know, like you could say differently. Like right now, oh, Iron Man is like Iron Man is really not like honestly like Iron Man was always like B level at best. Maybe you know Cap. I don't know. I think even like really like I mean like they've got like Spider-Man and Wolverine. You know that are those top tier characters. Like who else do they have? You know, like as popular as Venom is, Venom's not. He's B level, B, B, maybe lower than that. Um, but I don't know. I mean, that's just if you ask me. I mean, Thor. I mean, Thor wasn't. You know, I'm just saying, and it's not to say that people weren't fans of these characters before, but like, who else? Like, who else is there? Like, there's Spider Man and there's Wolverine and Black Widow. Okay. Let's see. Raptor Pre says, if they drop the second Spidey trailer in the theater just before Shang-Chi opening crawl. Yeah, they're not gonna drop a second trailer that soon. They're not gonna like. If anything, they would drop it like maybe with like. Oh wait, no. Eternals is coming out later now, huh? Eternals. When is it coming out now? Because wasn't it originally supposed to release in like no like October, November, some shit? But it did get pushed back, didn't it? Didn't it? I can't remember, man. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean that's too early for them to drop a second one. I just don't really feel like all the deaths hit and caused consequences. Well, and that's because like really there would be no impact from anything going on. Like what like a lot of the stuff that was like basically the Infinity Saga wouldn't happen at this point. Wouldn't happen at this point because things didn't start to go all crazy out there. You know, they're not attracting all of the other worldly threats at this point. You know, Loki was just there because his brother was killed, and it just like there's a whole lot of. I mean, there really is a whole lot because like you wouldn't get Thanos' army coming to Earth and everything in quite that same fashion that we've seen. Like basically, what happened here is wipes out the whole Infinity Saga. Like that's the lasting implication of it all. What you got left here is you got Nick Fury sitting there with Captain Marvel. You know, you don't have any of Earth's mightiest heroes at this point because they're all dead. So I mean, consequences. I mean, that's the consequences. You know, you don't have any of them. You don't have any, and like I said, therefore that wipes anything, all the movies that you watched. Basically after Phase One, actually from Phase, you know, like because you know the Avengers was kind of so like that didn't even happen then. Like the Avengers movie didn't even happen. Like it's all different. Like nothing happened the same after that. So yeah, I mean that's really it. I mean, for the most part, that's the yeah. Regularly said, I know what the MCU is capable of. Not my fault. They're slacking. Yeah, yeah. You know what? You know what? Like speaking of like the Spider-Man trailer and everything, you know what this gives me hope for? It gives me hope that our real, actual Peter Parker is out there and not just Peter Starker. We need our Peter Parker, right? We need him. Give me my Petey. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Let's see. Loki wins. Team never gets formed. I knew it could be Pym. Just someone really tiny. I think the episode gets a sequel. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, because like that completely, it completely changes everything at that point. Like everything, like everything is different. Like I said, at that point, the MCU doesn't happen in the same way. In the same way. He's got Captain Marvel and Captain America, right? Yeah, what if the Avengers didn't happen? It was interesting. Yeah. It's a cartoon, Nikki. Yeah, but it's an MCU canon cartoon. How about that? How about that? Hank Pym always Hank Pym was always Yellow Jacket. Not much changing his character and their choices. So that's why this episode wasn't better, but still fun. Well, I mean, in the comics he was, but in the episode he wasn't because in the series, as far as we know, Yellow Jacket was created. The Yellow Jacket was created by Cross. So that was different. And what changed it was obviously the death of Hope. That's what. And again, I need to go back and watch it again. But that would have been what changed all these events, because Hank Pym at that point was hell bent on revenge, and yeah, he was pissed off. And yeah, so again, I mean that's really what changed here, and why Fury's big week was kind of all put up because. But it's interesting because it's to me that is saying, yeah, I mean that would have been the point, but like I don't know, that's crazy. That's just crazy. Yeah, like that made him become Yellow Jacket, right? That made him become Yellow Jacket. But his Yellow Jacket was different too. It was different than the one that Cross made also. It was different. Yeah. Um you mean they shouldn't do the shows the way they have been? It was dope until it wasn't consistent. Oh man. Um let's see. No, I mean, just stick to the movies. Period. It worked for 10 fucking years. Yeah. And that. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Nikki. Here's the thing, though. I think the big thing is this. They need to make solo movies about these characters. Make solo movies about the big characters that are important. The flagship character, the people that they want to be the flagship characters. They need solo movies. Solo movies. The MCU was built on making solo movies that all happened to tie together later. In the culmination films, in the Avengers, they all teamed up. In the Avengers Age of Ultron, they all teamed up. Ooh. They started to change it. Well, they came up with the team movie with Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's not act like those are any good. But then they also went, once they hit Captain America Civil War, that was the first one that they did, like the big team movie. And they started doing more of that, multiple characters, like bigger characters like that in the same movie. Like even like Spider-Man Far From Home and not Far From Home, but Homecoming didn't even really have Tony Stark in there a whole lot. Iron Man in there a whole lot. It was just, it was just a little bit. But I mean, they started doing the team up movies, and I think that's where they're going to falter. Is they need to concentrate on these standalone stories of these characters, and the smaller characters they can do these these shows and all that stuff on. They can do that for the smaller characters, bring them in, introduce them, and then have them in the movies. But they still need to make solo flagship character type films. I think Moon Knight is one of those kind of shows that needs to be a movie. Moon Knight needs to be a damn movie. All right, it does. Falcon and Winter Soldier you can get away with. These are two established characters that we have already, right? We already know these characters. We're pretty familiar with these characters. We can see that story that they did here perfectly fine without having to do all that in a movie, right? Yeah, I mean, Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. Does she need to be? Is she going to be one of those flagship characters that we need to have a big film after? No, we can introduce her in the TV show, bring her into one of the team up movies later. One of the team up movies later. Again, I think it's the importance of the character that matters much more, and they still need to concentrate on making solo character films. That's really what it was all about. But yeah, no, I'm with you there, Nikki. I think they can. I think they can coexist. Talk about the show parts. I'm talking about all of them. For crying out loud. Hank Pym was always. Oh, I already read that one. Did I? I must have skipped around. You better. You got beef with Feige? He's gonna snipe your ass. Oh man, preach your truth, Nikki. That's funny. Yellow Jacket is a villain. Is a villain originally. It's Hank's first split personality. Yeah, I was gonna say I know in the comics he was a Yellow Jacket for a little while, and yeah. Like I said, this is definitely the Hank Pym that he smacked that. He whooped that trick, right? He whooped that. Dude is hitting the bowl and coughed so hard when you said it's definitely the Hank Pym that beat Janet. I did that for you, Lord Vito. I did that for you, my man. I did that for you. All right. There we go. I did that for you. Let's see. Ooh. Feige ain't gonna do shit. He can't control his own people. Ooh, it was Feige that did it, wasn't it? This was got me too. He didn't get the "this is what made the difference" scenario. You can get the "this is what made the difference" scenario. Yeah, and again, I think that all comes with like really Hope Van Dyne. This episode was what if we didn't get Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but it's really more focused on Hank Pym. If you think about it, this is like really like I need to change my thumbnail. I need to change the. I need to come up with do an actual sit down review and everything for this one for sure because this show was about Hank Pym. It was all Hank Pym. It was Hank Pym. It was Hank Pym. Yeah. Dude. Oh man, if I ain't gonna do shit, can you? Oh, okay, there we go. So that was white. Suge though, yeah, it's Suge White. Yep. With logic, Nikki, don't attack me with logic. This what episode was good because of the voices in the animation, but they could have done a way better plot. Yeah. I mean, again, it's like because they masqueraded it all behind. It was actually Hank. Like they did. Like we needed more Hank Pym stuff in this one for it being basically all about him. Yeah. Unlovable object, Mr. Anderson. Oh man, that's funny. Nobody cares. Don't you start with me, Lord Vito. I care about Hank Pym. I care. You know why? Hank Pym is like my. You know what? Yeah, that's what it is. I think it's because he's one of my heroes, man. In many fests. I mean, you got Scott Lang doing what he did. Not all heroes wear capes. You got Hank Pym, who always said you never can trust a Stark, right? Hey, and that's a mantra I live by. That's a mantra I live by. There's no satisfying people. I gotta like it all, not critique. You beta softies. Oh dang, Nikki's going. Dang man, Nikki's going at it. Dang. You know, pilot fire. No, it's not just me. Like I said, can't lie. Like you like. I'm sure you're already. Yeah. It's okay. You sure don't feel Nikki. I've seen it. Seeing Shang-Chi the 4th. All right. September, really looking forward to Marvel Kung Fu. Yeah. The Hawkeye scene in Endgame was great, so I can't see what they do with this. Yeah, you know, and that's something like that was pretty, like what they showed in Endgame there, that was pretty graphic for the MCU, if you ask me. I'm not saying like for me, that's like, I've seen way worse than that, but like, I thought it was pretty graphic. I mean, you know what's funny is I've seen some people talking like, oh, that's lazy swordsmanship and all that stuff. Like, bro, it's Marvel, bro. Okay, it's Marvel, but it's pretty graphic for the MCU too. You know what I mean? Just like remember that Robert Rodriguez episode of The Mandalorian. Remember that shit? They came out with them blasters. Hey, man. People was getting shot in that film. People was getting their asses handed to them in that one, right? In that episode. Yes. Loved it. Okay. Star Wars MCU OG says, good episode of What If, but Luke Skywalker Gallery episode was better. Yeah, I didn't even watch that. I didn't watch that. I seen, I need to check that out. I stopped in and seen Santa, was checking it out. It got him all theory and shit. Yeah. What Santa looked like at the end of that episode is what I look like at the end of every episode I watch of Undercover Boss. I'm like, yeah, that's me, little sobbing bitch. It's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the having an emotional feels. That's okay. Another gonna cancel like they tried to back then. Ah, dang, man. What are we talking about? Are we talking about Jeremy Renner? Are we talking about Jeremy Renner? Is that what? Dang. Okay, where we at? Damn. I'm that behind on the chat, huh? Calm down. As Hank Beam goes ham, and are you saying your channel has its origins from Tony Stark? Yes. No. I mean, like coming out and proving the Stark sham. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Building theories, actually, and smacking down theories as well. That's what it kind of started with, smacking down theories. Surprised Jeremy Renner hasn't been canceled. Yeah, not yet. True, it's illegal to be conservative in Hollywood. It's almost like canceling never existed. The experiment is how many are willing to go to the cinema. Movies are always risk. Even Marvel needs to be aware of that now. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. They always were though, right? They always were. Believe me, there's dirty motherfuckers everywhere. What do you think? Think of it. I wish it was a couple of hours long. I thought we were referring to something else. Wait, what did I miss there? I missed something there. Wait, I'm missing something there. Cancellation is coming in the form of Kate Bishop. Oh man, yeah. That there you go, right there. I mean, he's done. He's done. Yeah. Oh, we do. I thought he was good in the role. Yeah. He'll be involved. The Secret Wars is coming. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. They get a little cameo getting actually killed. I'm sure. It's a decent amount of time away from we got phase 4, 5, phase 5 to get through. Yeah. To use him. Yeah. And I think Secret Wars, it's not coming for a while. I don't think that's coming for a while. I don't think it's coming for a while. I know, I know Josh think it's coming like next year and some shit. Like this motherfucker acting like it's getting ready to come in 2023 and shit. Like, bro, it's gonna take some time, yo. It's like, I mean, I don't even think fucking Secret Wars is gonna be part of Phase 5, right? Like that sounds like some more like, is that quite end game level shit? If it is, you gotta build up to it again. Like plain and simple. That shit ain't coming anytime soon. But bringing in Captain Marvel at the end stage of the day. Yeah. Still could be looking at Asgardians fighting Thanos. Yeah, I mean maybe so. But at that point, just everything's completely different. Everything's completely different. That'd be way better than Captain. That'd be way better than Captain Britain. This episode gets a sequel. I'm sure. Maybe so. Yeah. We're trading Peter Starker for Peter Stranger. Ooh. Dang. I like that. Peter Stranger or Stranger Peter. I have to go back to the see. All right. Have a good one, Mike Porter. I like that. Nikki. Peter Stranger. Ooh, Peter Starker for Peter Stranger. Oof. My school of class will be ending soon for lunch. I'm able to watch some streams. All right, man. Actually, okay. This hot dog says I actually like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I'm just kidding, man. I think he's a good. Like if they let him be Spider-Man, if they let him be Peter Parker, like he could be good if they let him be Peter Parker. Yeah. Once he gets older, by the time he trains, Miles will be Miles. What? You sound like my son. Are you one of those Miles Morales stands, Proxy? You just like my son, huh? Dude, my son, like, I understand. How old are you? Like, I understand. Like, my son's, he's 7 years old. He don't know any better. I'm sure you're probably around his age. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Don't thumbs down the video. Don't. Oh, man. Don't leave. We're sorry. Oh, dang it. What's going on here? Okay. I feel lied to. They said it would all be for the original cast returning. Feels like the story is being carved around cheaper actors in the MCU so they don't have to pay up. Oof, yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Well, and at this point, like, how much do any of these people really need to be in it while they build shit again? Then they come back. Like, that's kind of what's gonna bring. That's what's gonna put asses back in seats again too. Is everybody's like, oh, RDJ's coming back for the for this cameo in this role. He's gonna be in this movie, or maybe he's gonna be in this 2-movie crossover event. So is Chris Evans, and so is all they're going to do this all big old thing. We're gonna have everybody back, and it's all gonna be all great. And then it's gonna go back to how it was again. And then like yeah. And by that time they'll reboot. Trinity mansplaining. Oh, what was I mansplaining? What was I mansplaining? Yeah. Tom Holland, to my uncle, that he's still acting like a 15-year-old. Yeah. You calling Sam Jackson cheap? What? Tom Spider-Boy sucks. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson will take more roles to be in more stuff. He's a little obsessed. He has competition with Harrison Ford. Oh man. Nick. He also said that he wouldn't mind being Nick Fury until like he also for whatever also. Takes a lot of jobs he shouldn't. I'll say that. Yeah, right. Yeah. You're such a term. Yeah, right. I was kidding. Definitely would be Myrtle. All right. 20 minutes later. Yeah. I know. 20 minutes later. Never ever thought, hey, they would make a story about Hank Pym. Yeah. I love Hank Pym. Love him. Wow, I wasn't even there at the final battle in Endgame. Yeah. No, he wasn't. Well, I don't know. How do you know? Maybe he was there doing stuff. You just didn't see him. Maybe you just didn't see him. But he's old, man. He's old now. He's old. He's old now. Just finished a song called "The Ballad of Hank Pym." The Trail of Hank Pym is one of my favorite storylines. Oh, the Trial of Hank Pym. All right. Nobody know Hank unless you've read early Avengers. It's tragic. I read the first 20 issues of Avengers. I just got done reading it. I just read them. The first 20 issues. Not much. I mean, like he's in it. Well, at that point, by the end of this first arc, he was already out of the Avengers anyway. He was on hiatus. He was on hiatus. He was on his leave of absence. That's what they were calling it. Got love from Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, absolutely. Will Morgan. We need to get back to your theory. Will Morgan was saying earlier. He was talking about this whole Peter Parker thing, the way could be like an entry point for the Sentry character. Now I don't know enough about Sentry, but I can guarantee if you go follow my channel, my friend Will Morgan over at Meta Egg, the son of a bitch is gonna have a video coming up on it very soon, or at least he better have a video coming up very soon about how it's possible that Spider-Man 3 No Way Home or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could bring us the character of Sentry into the MCU. But does this also open up the door for the Fantastic Four? What about the X-Men? Mutant kind? The Inhumans? Is that what this is doing? Will this bring us our beloved Peter Parker? Not Peter Starker, not Peter Strange. I guess we'll see. But you know what? I want a story about Groot and his family of Groots just saying, I am Groot, like a Pokemon, and going on an adventure. Yeah, they're all sitting there around like, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. Yeah. I am Groot. Yeah, absolutely. Could you imagine a planet of the Groots that Galactus was about to eat? But Groot became his herald instead. Ah, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. What a wonderful time for me who watches everything. You guys get your old Marvel movies, Netflix, and Shield in now. The arc of time bends towards aggressively relaxing, always being right. Yep, the Mighty Aglax is right. Yeah, Aglax very well could be right. Well, anyway, guys, that's really all I've got for today's episode, talking about what if and stuff like that. In case you guys didn't check out my new comic book pull list, I dropped a video last night. But I also got this thing right here in the mail. I got this thing right here in the mail just yesterday. This is coming to us from DB Andre, the writer of one of my favorite series, Resonant, on Vault Comics. And let's see what we've got in here. I like have, you know, mostly an idea of what this is, but not totally. Oh, come on, let's get this thing out of here. So I guess this is like an impromptu episode of Male Hydra. An impromptu episode of Male Hydra. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this tape off of here. Woo-wee. Oh, man. Nice. One less cover I've got to get. Love it. Love it. Is this this variant cover of Resonant? Oh, you probably can't. You're probably seeing through the guy there because he's green. And we're using green screen. But yeah, that's right here. Resonant is one of my favorite series on Vault Comics. Absolutely love this series. The writer, David Andre, was nice enough to send this out. Very generous of him to do that, man. I greatly appreciate it. He's actually getting ready to put out, it's being solicited, I believe, was it last month, this month, of Resonant Volume 2. There's 2 volumes of it altogether. It was a 10-issue miniseries on Vault Comics, one of my favorite. Absolutely great. You need to make sure that you go and check it out. Romeo says, you have theories about No Way Home, like so many already out there. Strange not being real and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's really a whole lot that could go on with what's happening here. I mean, especially if you look back at the comics, just even some of the times that he's Spider-Man and Doctor Strange have kind of worked together or have crossed paths, if you will. I think there's a whole lot of interesting things there, and definitely my man Will Morgan here has something very interesting that he's talking about as well. Can make a what if, what would it be? If you can make a what if, what would it be? Let me see. What if, man, I don't know. Oh man, you know what? What if the great Dr. Arnim Zola became the first super soldier? Yeah! Yeah! All hail the great Dr. Arnim Zola! Hail Hydra! Okay. The only place where a strange uses a spell to make everyone forget someone is Sentry. The only place where a strange uses a spell to make everyone forget someone is Sentry. The point is, Steve may have already used the spell once already. Stephen Strange? Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. We could get a Sentry movie where they go back and remember that the Sentry was there through all other phases. Yeah, and that's what kind of like, it's one of those kinds of things like, like, how would you say, like, ooh, like the Mandela effect, like things happen differently than maybe you remember them. Your memory isn't that great, which is very interesting considering Black Panther's, or I guess in this case, T'Challa Star-Lord's ship. It was the Mandela, right? Ooh, we're making some deep cuts here, but yeah. Interesting, very interesting. Reefer Man Review says, hey guys, what's up? I just signed up for DoorDash for extra money. Haha, I'm gonna be working a lot. All right, nice. Like, what if Reefer Man was making a lot of money? Yeah, absolutely. Winmore says, good one. Yeah. 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 Very interesting. Sorry, this first time. I gotta get some food. All right. Well, I'm getting ready to bring the show to a close here anyway, guys. But again, thank you all so much for being here today. Thank you so much to David Andrew who sent this out. Absolutely hyped to put this into my collection. I think there's probably like maybe 3 other covers out there that I've got to get of issue number 1 of Resonant. I think I've got 3 currently. This is number 4. I think there's like 3 more that I'm missing out there, and I will get them if I find them. Yes. Yes. Also, man, I forgot to bring it out here. I started reading. I started reading through. I didn't know what omnibus to dive into next. Of all my books that I've got here. So I've got like the Black Widow Strikes omnibus. I've got Captain America, which is Ed Brubaker's. I've got both of those that are together. Like, I don't know, there's probably 50, 60 issues there of stuff to go through. I also got the Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, A Hero is Born omnibus to get through as well. I've also got Squadron Supreme, All New Wolverine, and the Infinity War to go through. But I went ahead and started on the Thunderbolts since I've already read the trade paperback of Thunderbolts. And so I basically read all of their first appearances and kind of their background, as well as the first 4 issues of their I don't know, what is it, like 30-issue run, 32-issue run, as well, somewhere around there. In the omnibus. So I went ahead and started that, and I'm actually going through and rereading, going through. It reads faster when you read it the second time. Kind of reading through those first episodes or first issues of the. I was talking about these episodes of the Thunderbolts series. Really, really good stuff, man. I'm telling you, this series is absolutely great. Definitely one that you should be checking out. But like I said, I've got so many at this point, a lot of these omnibuses to go through anyway to get caught up on reading. But I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it out with your friends, tell them to all come hang out and all that kinds of good stuff. And tell them to join the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. Yeah! Alright. Oh yeah, I like that. What if Arnim Zola merges with Ultron? I like that. Well, you know, we've always got that the white vision out there. You know what I mean? I mean, could Ultron come alive in there? Could Ultron come back in that way? Ooh, could it be the great Dr. Arnim Zola that prompted them to make that particular version? I think the great Dr. Arnim Zola is still out there somewhere. He's out there. He's out there. Don't think. I mean, he was a genius. The great Dr. Arnim Zola, you know how, like, he was making things happen before the Starks ever even had a chance to. Like, this guy's inventions worked. The things that he did worked. This is a man ahead of his time. He's like the Faith No More of great doctors. Yeah. Alright, guys. Y'all have a good one. Later.